Hey everybody, we'll start off with this little thing. It's a Zenith wave magnet, and it's a model 6G501. And you'll see this thing is in pretty bad shape. The Tolex is all off, it's missing on the sides. It's just in really bad shape. This wood panel is loose, it has to be glued. If you flip it around on the other side, it's no better. This is the back here where the chassis goes in, and this is where the the antenna goes. So this thing is in generally bad condition, and I've got the radio working, and I'll show you that in a moment. But what I thought I would try to do is try to recover this case, and I've never done something like this before, so I figured, what the hell, let's try it. And you'll see that this stuff is just bad. Right, you can see the pattern there, but really all it is material. It's fabric, and they glued it on here. So, so what I was able to do was find a material that's actually pretty close to this, just a little bit lighter. So there is a cover that goes over the front here, and that cover is right here, and it goes like this. So I've taken this off, I've stripped it, sanded it, and I've applied this this new fabric that I got on Amazon, and applied it with Tolex glue, actually, which is used for amplifiers. And it's pretty good. Let me show you how close it's a match here by looking up closely. You can see the pattern is pretty near to what the original pattern was. So what my plan is to cover all these pieces in this material, and then put a shellac on them, and the shellac will harden the fabric. And it'll also turn it a tone of orange, which should make it look a little bit older. So that's the plan. I've done a test piece and it works really well. So so that's the plan. I'm going to take my time on this. This is a long project. And you'll see here on the inside, I've only put the cover on the outside. There's a piece that actually goes inside as well. So that's the plan on this radio, is to cover this thing and try to get it back to normal somehow. Let me show you the chassis. Be right back. So here's the chassis. It's a fairly simple setup. You'll see it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tubes, 6 tubes. It's got this cool little indicator that shows that the radio's on, and it's got this nice square dial. And this is the antenna. It's got this wave magnet antenna, which has suction cups attached to it, which I guess you would stick up on a window. And it's you know, was one of their gimmicks for an antenna. Let me flip it over and show you the work I've done underneath, and then we'll power it on and show you what it looks like. So not a lot of room in this thing to work, as you can tell. So I've replaced all the electrolytics, and I've replaced all the capacitors. I've had to replace a lot of the wires because the wires were just falling apart, crumbling. But I've got everything in a good position at this point. Everything has been restored. I replaced the power cord, obviously. The power cord on this one was actually shorted, and it blew out half the tubes before I got it. So none of the tubes tested good when I got this. So I had to put in, out of my stock, some tubes in there. Let's power it up and see what it sounds like. It's actually a nice radio. Be right back. Before I power this up, you'll notice I also had to repair the speaker. The speaker had a little crack in it, so I put some liquid tape on it. That's fine. Let's power this thing up and see what we get. We've got the antenna connected. It connects right here on the tuning cap, actually. And I've got it right here. So let's turn it on and see what happens. There you go. That antenna does do a good job. Picks it up real nice. A good in alignment.
Open the door anytime you guys want to join us on the show to talk about anything medical or not.
So that's the radio. So the plan is going to be to slowly replace that cabinet Tolex and see what we get at the end of the show here. So let's see what else we have to show you. Yeah, so I picked up this Heathkit model IG5282 audio generator on eBay, and got it really, really cheap, less than 20 bucks, and it runs on batteries actually. So I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with this thing. I have a few ideas. I won't spoil the surprise. I'll let you know when I decide. But you'll notice this is the same box that Terry from D-Lab used for his audio dummy load box. But you know, I like to be creative, so I'm going to think about what else I can do here. And I'll come back at some point when I decide what I'm going to do. But I think I could do something really cool with this. So that's the box. There's really nothing special inside. I'll rip it open when I actually decide what project I'm going to run. Say hi to Bella. Hello. Look who that is. Ella. There you go. Say hello. What do we have here? Roly poly. Remember this lampshade? This is from the Philco, Bing Crosby. This is the piece I cut out for the lampshade. The cats love it. It's like their little house. Don't waste anything.